Chelsea face Al Hilal on Wednesday in the Club World Cup semi-final. Chelsea are just a day away from finally getting their Club World Cup campaign underway in Abu Dhabi, and preparations are already posing a number of questions. Thomas Tuchel is absent from the United Arab Emirates after testing positive for COVID-19 ahead of the FA Cup win over Plymouth Argyle, leaving Arnaud Michels and Solt Low to watch over training in the build-up to the semi-final clash with Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia. The duo do not yet have their full complement of players to choose from as they await the return of Edouard Mendy following his win at the Africa Cup of Nations, but they did see Mason Mount return to training on Monday following his absence after suffering a knock in the FA Cup. There are a number of decisions to make with the potential for a final to swiftly follow. Blues Podcast takes a look at some of the changes that could be made ahead of Wednesday. Thiago Silva start after being rested in the FA Cup following a busy international break with Brazil. It would not be surprising to see the Brazilian to the Chelsea starting lineup. Chelsea had 4 training sessions to prepare for the match against Plymouth, so there was clearly no need to rush Silva back, but he is now fully integrated and has proved to be one of the first names on the team sheet in recent months. Given the prestige of the Club World Cup, particularly in South America, he's sure to want to start. His return sees the Blues have their full repertoire of central defenders to choose from, which could see the Blues revert back to Tuchel's favoured back three. That would of course have consequences further up the field, and given Hakim Ziyech's recent form it will be a tough decision to make. Marcos Alonso starts with a full complement of centre-backs, leaving the possibility of Chelsea reverting back to a wing-back system. It would make sense to field Alonso on the left. Malang Sarr featured at left-back in the FA Cup and also against Tottenham before the international break, but the Spanish defender will be able to provide more penetration going forwards. Kennedy could also be an option given Tuchel's assessment. Kai Havertz starts instead of Mason Mount given Mount missed Chelsea's first session in Abu Dhabi after picking up a knock against Plymouth, and only participated in a light session on Monday. It would be prudent to start him on the bench. If the Blues continue with 4 at the back, it could provide the opportunity to come into the side and play in front of 2 centre midfielders and create behind a figure like Romelu Lukaku. That may allow him to find space in a more efficient manner, in a role he was accustomed to during his time at Bayer Leverkusen. N'Golo Kante starts instead of Mount. Kai Havertz starts instead of Romelu Lukaku after being completely rested for the visit of Plymouth to Stamford Bridge. It could be a good opportunity to get minutes into the legs of N'Golo Kante. The midfielder could be another option to replace Mount and operate in a midfield trio with Jorginho and Matteo Kovacic, or be a rotation option for one of his midfield comrades. The Italian maestro could be a prime candidate after completing 120 minutes at their weekend. Another figure that played for the duration was Romelu Lukaku, and it's safe to say the Belgian struggled once again. It could be time to see how the Blues play without the 97 million striker, with Havertz given the opportunity to lead the line. However, the latter change seems unlikely, with Blues coach Michels suggesting they will persist with Lukaku. He said, for him, maybe, it's a little bit tough right now to score. He is working a lot for the team, doing a lot of touches, but is a little bit unlucky. We try to put him on the pitch, give him opportunities, and we will keep on like this because he is an important player for us. He is a striker, so therefore he also needs some trust in the moments he doesn't score. However, Lukaku managed just 2 shots of Chelsea's 41. The Blues have been busy soaking in more sun and undergoing more light training ahead of Wednesday's clash against Al Hilal. Chelsea have undergone their second day of warm weather training in Abu Dhabi as they prepare to face Al Hilal, who come into this semi-final buzzing after their 6-1 trouncing of local side Al Jazeera. Goals from well-known names like Odin Ayalo, Moussa Mega, and Matthias Pereira were enough for the trio to face up against a side that each have played in recent seasons, Ayala with Man United and Watford, Pereira with West Brom and Mega with Porto. The Blues will not want to make the same Corinthians mistake they did in 2013 and show little respect to a side that aren't known by many on the European continent. A similar situation to Plymouth too, with the League One package certainly making the Blues squad sweat by taking their FA Cup fourth round tie deep into extra time. Since that game, the West London side have now racked up 2 days of warm weather training as they look to win the competition for the first time, and Blues podcast The Big Doubt going into the semi-final opener at the Mohammed bin Salman Stadium was the availability of Mason Mount after what happened to him in extra time. After taking a shot on the Argyle goal, the 23-year-old wanted to be taken off and told the coaching staff that he felt a slight niggle as he walked down the tunnel, a development that left all associated with the club sweating. Michels said after the game, "Hopefully not serious, we will see. He felt an injury in extra time with this shot on goal. Only by this shot, it wasn't a serious problem during the game, it was only when he had a shot he realized he felt pain and so we took him off. We will see. There will be further exams. Hopefully, it's not too bad but right now I can't promise what the situation is." Thankfully, despite missing the first day of light training, Mount was pictured doing rondos with his teammates as he faces a race against time to be fully fit for the midweek clash. His emergence in the training pictures and videos released on social media excited many Chelsea fans who adore one of their main attacking outlets, and the Blues number 19 even sent a message to his supporters after training which has squashed rumours that he could be missing the tournament in its entirety. The Brazilian's withdrawal from his Flamengo loan was a decision that seemed bizarre to many Chelsea fans who had all but forgotten about Kennedy's existence. However, one set of people who always had their eyes on the 25-year-old was Thomas Tuchel and the board, who had his name among their notes in case no Ben Chilwell replacement were to be signed in January, something that came to fruition in their end. If you play with the wing-back it is a perfect role for him, given his profile and considering his profile as a player. He has a strong left foot and very strong in positional play. He can shoot and cross very precisely. And that's more or less it. He is very talented, Tuchel said ahead of Plymouth. There was never a doubt about this, and now it is having the right mentality and mindset to take this huge opportunity whenever the next step is needed. He will fight for his place and the others will hopefully take on the fight to not let him take their place away. Then it depends which formation we play, but a wing-back role suits him very well. Despite these words from the German, Kennedy has yet to put on the Blues jersey for a second spell as he was afforded no minutes against Brighton, Spurs and most recently Plymouth. Could the Club World Cup present him a rare opportunity to impress? Well, in training on Monday, Kennedy was pictured in deep conversation with Tuchel's coaching staff as he aims to take all their advice on board in the hope that they afford him a rare outing. Now, it's well known already but Tuchel has COVID and this was the large talking point in their morning before the midday kick-off against Plymouth.